Planchette? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the little triangle piece.
The Ouija board piece. Okay, neat.
Yeah, planchette.
Thank you for
Anyway,
teaching me a word today.
give us a recap.
So previously on whatever the hell this is,
Refresh, I believe.
That's what I've been calling it. We'll find an actual name later.
Name
As we were settling for camp, or session before, we had our camp rolls. That night, several conversations were had around the fire. Bren and Thane had a bit of a moment where Thane was asking for sort of advice or guidance on Kahlo and how to handle Kahlo and how Thane's particular flavor of justice may not be cool. And Brun talked about keeping a scorecard, keeping, like, you don't have to solve that problem right now. You can keep the score. You can remember that and make good on it later. There was a conversation about if Thane gets weird, which is entirely capitalized in my notes. Brun is to ask about Charlie. I believe Brun's the only one that he's talked to about Charlie. Navis had a really fucking cryptic ass dream, surprising no one, about two people shadowed walking in their garden as the moon is bigger and bigger above them, and as they are walking through the garden, the moon almost continues to grow and almost swallows them. Other watches were relatively uninteresting. Duncan had the most exciting piece of the watch, where a three-eyed creature of some kind moved around the campfire and left Calm, the little mechanical dragon that Brun had left with Kevin. Calm is pretty damaged, has blood, and I believe a piece of Kevin's clothing was caught in the mechanisms, which definitely caused no problems. And there were definitely no frustrated feelings in the camp or group at all about that. As we were
handled it like men.
Yeah, not talking about it. Explicitly not talking about how we feel. There was sounds of an attack, of something violent happening up the road at a further ahead encampment, unrelated to the delivery as far as we can tell. That was reported back from our guide's name,
Barney.
Farney.
Yes. Farney is getting more and more uncomfortable with the tomfoolery that happens around us. Not that I blame them. But as we were continuing on our path, we met a group of travelers, pilgrims along the road. Bororo, a Goliath, of no particular religious inkling, however, does have hooves. It's got a nice pair of satyr legs underneath that. Underneath that.
Priest Broral has no. Okay.
Well, no particular, and by that I mean all of them.
I see what you mean.
It is a pack of no particular god because everybody's there, including a symbol very reminiscent of the religious symbol we pulled off of our dead and pumpkinified Ratman. Conversation was had about, do we go back for it? Do we follow them? Do we go further afield of what we're doing to get this sample, or do we push on with what we have? And the decision, the vote was made to push forward with what we have and let the authorities or whoever know that has an object of this deity. We might be able to find them in the future. Also, I have Shalora Shalorve.
Nope.
It was purely phonetic, and I did my best, but there was a call and response between and his pilgrims. It's just a dog with a mouthful of peanut butter who's someone's at the door. There's
I love
a
this
call
so
and
much.
There's a call and response that Brun has questions about because it is like it's not something any of us. Brun definitely didn't know it. No one really kind of knew what was going on with it. But in talking with the pilgrim and his congregation, they were attacked in the night by a boar. And as we proceeded forward to their encampment, we went to check out their campsite. Burned the body of the boar, which has these fibers, which has these mutations, which has these growths that we have seen. It took out several of their encampment before it was put down, and it was big and angry and had a second head growing out of it and was real gross. And we lost a bit of time putting that corpse to bed before we hit the road again and made camp, which I believe we made our rules for camp, and that's where we left off.
You did make your rolls for camp, for all the travel and whatnot.
Did I miss anything, friends? Anything?
Yeah. Anything else?
I would only add Duncan's motives for not wanting to go back to fight or to get more answers about the medallion that the rural had. With the fact
Is he
that
robotic for anyone else?
there can be a
He's
good that
robotic
can be
for me.
crafted. Robot.
Domo origato Evan roboto. Oh, there he goes.
Wow, he did not like.
Hey, welcome
your
back,
singing.
Betty.
Am I back? Does it sound better?
It sounds better.
Okay. All right. Because I didn't hear any robot. Or you guys sounded fine anyway. Just to add.
I really thought the call dropped.
That
just
Duncan
to add one more
voted.
thing, and then it died.
Yeah, no, turning the camera on was a mistake.
Either that or Evan's really good at acting.
He's really, really trying.
For not wanting to track down the medallion thing.
I feel like he's not actually
say that one more thing.
acting that.
Is it broken? I think it signals around these parts.
Oh, there you are. Hey, welcome back.
Back again. Does it sound any better? I might just
Maybe
stay like
maybe
this.
try without the camera.
Yeah, I'll just stay like this for now.
It seems to tank when you try the camera. So
I don't even remember what I was saying.
so
Duncan's motivation.
Duncan's motivation for not going back.
Was the fact that if there can be a cure that can be made, the sooner we can make it, the more people it's going to help. So that we need to not waste time, just motivation-wise. But that's it. That's all I would add.
Cool. Curtis, what's your inspo looking like right now?
Big fat goose egg.
Negative. I have not.
Okay, well, give yourself one.
Incredible.
Because that was an excellent recap.
Is your
will
strength
say-
still up?
My strength has been reset.
Okay.
Oh, that's good. Have you guys ever watched Bobobo on Adult Swim?
Yep.
Every time you were trying to say Boral, that's the first thing that popped in my mind.
In my notes, I just ended up putting the Pilgrim, and I'm just gonna that is just how Brun's gonna identify.
That's a
them
good
from
enough
now on.
moniker.
To not just sound like I'm choking on something.
So Navos,
Or
you
I ate a
were
piece of
our
pizza that was too hot.
you were our scout for the previous day's travel, which means you get to decide where camp is. What kind of place were you looking for camp?
Yeah, again, something maybe similar to the first night's, something a little more closed up, if we're watching out for this three-eyed creature.
Something with a back wall to it.
Yeah, if possible.
Okay. Oh no, my mouse just died. What is happening? Hello?
Rest in peace.
Hello? Oh,
Goodbye,
it's
mouse.
doing weird things. So, the reason I was trying to use my mouse... Oh, that's so annoying. I put together a bit of a world map.
Ooh, I love tangible things that I can look at. Like world maps,
Yeah,
and I can
if
see what
I
little
could-
cities are.
If I could show y'all, that'd be fan-freaking-tastic. As of right now, it's not looking like that's gonna happen. So I did make a map for you.
I made it. You don't get to see it. It's just.
It's for me.
This map is so cool, guys. Look at it. It's beautiful. I
You-
love it.
You don't even know.
It's got a 3D embossed effects. Ooh.
So hopefully,
Oh, hey, I see it on Roll20.
Hopefully, I've done this correctly.
I see Alrath,
You
though.
should be seeing a bit of map at the current
Ooh.
moment.
Yep, just Alrath.
Yeah, Alrath
No,
and
Kalo.
Kahlo.
Oh, see, I thought Kalo was spelled with a C. I put C on everything.
I put an H in there.
No, the 4 letters make it look strong. I always just thought it was a C.
Anyway, so this is roughly the area y'all have traveled through. A quick note about the assets I used for this map. I found a bunch of assets from like genuine historic maps and used a lot of those for this, which is fun. And I have actual detailed information if anyone cares for that. But
Yes,
the walled city is Kahlo. That's going to be represented with that same symbol every time for like the larger, grander walled cities. Alrath is a smaller city. It's got a single circle in the middle. Cities in general will have some kind of circle like that in the middle as kind of their location dot. The double circle up on a hill, kind of top right there, those are towns. And smaller places, when we get more zoomed in on the map, because I do have a more detailed breakdown of areas for when we actually want to go exploring, those will be represented a little bit differently. We've got the trees are forest, the river is there as whitish, not tan. I may add some color to things later on. There's a bit of farm across the river there. So currently, let's grab a little token for y'all. Do. How do we represent you? We'll give you a little circle. So y'all are... Oop. Hello? Y'all are there-ish. Each. So each hex is a day's worth of travel.
That's easy.
Yeah, I think that's most of
did
the...
not see the hex lines until you said there's hexes, and then they magically appeared like an incredible magic trick.
I think there's like 90s
Thank you.
books, so you like gotta stare at it and see the image.
I'm glad that they were subtle
Right.
enough. But yeah, so that's how I started doing the mapping stuff. If it doesn't work, I'll adjust things later. But for now, this should do just fine. Okay. So you were looking for a place that was kind of hidden. It's kind of a backing to it. And I believe y'all wanted to stay mostly out of the forest. Because the forest was creepy, I think, was the reasoning. So, camp, you managed to find kind of an alcove with a hill above it. If anyone is coming at you from above, it's probably going to be pretty obvious. You're not right next to the river, but in that direction, it would be hard for anyone to sneak in as well. So you have kind of, we'll say like 100 degrees 120 degrees that you need to actually focus on as far as keeping watch.
Okay.
So first up on watch was Duncan. Duncan, you haven't been traveling in a very long time. While you're sitting and resting, your mind starts to wander a little bit as you kind of reminisce. Who are you thinking about?
I'm thinking about my buddy Kevin. Duncan's the kind of person who plays out scenarios in his hand, and it's not healthy, but he just plays worst case scenarios and he keeps playing them over in his head and like how things could be different, how could things change, and he's trying not to focus on bad things. He's like, oh, Kevin's a smart kid, he knows what he's doing, but what if, what if? That's kind of what Duncan is just kind of playing in his mind as he takes his first watch.
Okay. As you sit there and think of all of the situations that Kevin could have been in, your mind begins to grow kind of weary, and you realize your 2 hours is up, and it's time to wake Navos.
Yeah. Duncan kind of snaps out of it and comes back to reality a little bit, and I think that's when the tired kind of starts to set in, and kind of walks over to Navos and gives him a nice nudge. And we kind of remember he hasn't used his voice in a minute. It's your turn.
I would hope at this point I was able to sleep. Okay. Thank you. How was it?
Yeah. Pretty quiet so far. Yeah, it's kind of a quiet night tonight.
It is. I think
Hopefully
the splashing of
stays
the
calm.
water. Yeah.
Mhm.
The water should help. Calm me down finally.
Yeah. There's something pretty common about water, isn't there? It's very cleansing in a kind of way.
It is. Can be dangerous as well, but try to stay out of it a little bit. Just enjoy it for the audio.
Navos,
And
as
kind of
you... Oh, sorry. Continue.
No, Jesse just kind of sit there and just kind of like fiddle with his mustache and kind of nod his head as he stands up and kind of walks over to his area of the camp and kind of starts getting himself prepped for bed.
Navos, as you kind of settle in to start your watch, you take a look up at the stars. Brun had looked at them earlier and seemed confident in the direction you were headed. And it's peaceful. The water is close enough that you hear it gurgling as it bubbles over rocks. There's a slight gentle breeze that carries with it the scent of blooming flowers from somewhere, you're not quite sure. A little bit of wet green scent carried to you. The constellations that Brun was looking at, you start trying to pick them out. And a couple of them are kind of familiar. There's some new ones that you kind of get lost in. After a bit, you realize they've changed position. Time has progressed, and it's about the end of your watch. It's time to wake Farney up.
These constellations, by the way, they've moved. Have they created any kind of, say, symbol or like looking into the clouds.
So the movement of the constellations, it's that turning in the sky. It's a very normal, natural movement. It's not that they themselves have shifted position into new shapes. Because Curtis has a mouthful of pizza right now, I'm going to ask him to tell us about some of these constellations.
So, I did not have pizza. I was writing notes.
Oh, snap.
There are... Actually, Alexis.
Ooh, turn the tables. Let's go.
Roll me a d6. How many
Whoa.
constellations
Whoa, what's
did
going
I tell
on?
Navos about?
You... Oh, goodness. 2.
2? There were 2 in particular that Brun and Navos kind of talked about. And one of them, the first one that Brun pointed out to you was what he called the anchor. It did not look like an anchor as he kind of gave the shape. It's still a little more. It was more of a sword shape, but at the hilt of the pommel was a particular star that was brighter than the others. You may know it as having many more religious connotations. This particular sword in most cultures would have something kind of like our North Star here. But Brun just called it the anchor, which is the religious-free, that's the atheist version of it. But talking about the folks that, if you follow that anchor, it will lead you to Kahlo. Even if you have to circle the globe, if you just keep the anchor in front of you. He then turns 90 degrees and points to a similar shape of constellations, but the brightest star is at the tip. And he said, and that's the false anchor. Only fools and people bewitched will follow that. That will lead you to adventure and to danger, but it will not lead you to safety.
Okay.
Alexis frantically writing down what I just said.
So another fun fact, 2 years of my life was dedicated to astronomy and teaching it, so... You bet your butt I'm gonna draw up a map for the stars.
Hell yeah.
I think it's funny as well. In my current other D&D game, I have a Circle of Stars Druid, and so we're constantly running into the constellations.
Nice. So, Navos, whenever you're ready to wake Farney up.
What if I just don't?
That's up to you.
No, I'm watching. I'll be watching the anchor, but almost a bit fearful of the false anchor. But as time comes up, I will walk over to Farney. Just very lightly tap. Don't want to throw them off. Excuse me.
Hello, Navos. Watch time, I suppose?
Yes, all set. If you're good. If you need a minute,
Yes.
let me know.
I'm good. I'm ready to continue on with this journey. Anything to report?
Not that I noticed. Same with Duncan, pretty quiet.
All right, well, thank you. Have a good rest.
Thank you. And I'll head back over and hopefully get some more shut-eye.
Bit of time passes. Thane is woken first. Farney kind of giving them a little tap tap. And then Thane will come over to you, Brun, and pass on the tap tap of wake up. Farney said that there was a bit of wood smoke ahead on the road. Brun, wake up, come on. It's time for our watch.
Yeah, you got a full night's sleep. I don't want to hear it.
You've also had a full night's sleep until now. Come on.
No.
It's watch time.
No, when Duncan found the thing, he woke me up. But yeah, it's fine.
That was yesterday. You've been asleep for a while.
Out of game. Is this
But-
is this long rest? Was my exhaustion gone?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Once you complete your watch. So anyway, Farney said that everything's been quiet. Same with Duncan and Navos, I guess. And there's wood smoke coming from the west? Northwest, the way we're going. They think it's probably some more small camps. Not anything like what we had seen before. From the shepherd guy, the pilgrim. A little bit of rustling in the trees, but
Doesn't smell
nothing
like burning
concerning.
hair.
not from what they told me.
Great. That's a campfire. That's okay.
And Thane kind of gives like a deep breath in. I don't smell any burning hair or meat.
Beloved childhood belonging, anything like that. If you smell that, we'll wake everybody up. That's a bad
What?
thing.
I don't want to know anything more about that.
That means it's burning things it's not supposed to burn. I don't know what your many noses can smell, buddy.
They look a little contemplative about what can their nose smell. Where are you two going to set up to take watch?
I'm gonna put. Brun's gonna be watching the way they came in. And having Thane watch the other end of direction. Watching more
Okay.
of the woods and the tree line and stuff like that, and sort of towards the. Because Brun is still a little tired and trusts Thane's eyes better than his. His many sets of eyes. I don't know what his eyes can smell, but.
What do you smell with your elven eyes?
like Legolas, but the eyes are just photoshopped into noses.
Yeah, thanks, I hate it. Gonna write that one down for later, though.
But can you see the colors of the wind?
As you're sitting there, Thane is chatting mildly, trying to learn more about what's coming up. So, Kahlo, it has a council, right?
Is that a question?
It is. It's got more than one.
Is it anything like Alrith's? Because they seemed... Well, we didn't meet most of the council. We met Marlowe, but... they seemed dedicated to their people.
one of those councils is. Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
No. Big Hollow is the great city, and you don't get to be a great city. A whole lot of people putting up for G. Great. One of those, well, there's a very large religious presence there. A lot of folks with incense and prayers and ideas on how things should be. That's where the problem will tend. If we get anything happens and we're dragged before the city council, that's at least fair. And they'll listen to the body of evidence a little. Well, I say a little more. You're less likely to get executed on the spot for heresy.
They do that there.
Depending on... Well, that's a slight exaggeration. I haven't heard of anybody getting executed there in a century or so. But it's not outside the realm of possibility.
I guess a century is good? That doesn't seem that long ago. So how do we get in?
Do you want the normal way, or the one for law-abiding, rule-abiding citizens with nothing to hide? And definitely not anything magical on their person.
They kind of squint at you. Can we be law-abiding and have magical things?
If they are declared, and you're willing to consent to a search and inspection, they'll either give you a receipt and say come back and get it when you're ready to leave, or if it's deemed not hazardous to public health, they might let you keep it.
Gesturing to your bag now. I think this might be hazardous to public health.
And not to mention, we were told to keep this in as few eyes and hands as possible.
Well, yeah, nobody else should be handling it. It's just gonna infect them.
It's like... You ever painted a bench?
I've never painted anything. Paint is a waste of resources.
We'll unpack that later. We'll circle back on that because I have additional questions. But if I were to tell you, I just painted this bench. It's wet. Don't sit on it.
Mm-hmm.
Odds are, some people, sure, bench wet. Don't sit on the wet bench. Awesome. I don't want trousers. We move on. The people that are going to be waving us through and checking how things are going and making sure we don't have anything illicit or illegal in our bags will want to touch the bench and see that it's wet. Either because they're bored, because they're really good at their jobs, or worse, a combination of the two.
But they can't. They would die if they did that. And we don't know how far it would spread, and it could kill everyone in Hollow. But even knowing that, you think they would try and open the box?
They wouldn't believe us if we told them. Their job is to open and inspect and run it up the chain.
Brun. Thane's eyes are locked in the woods. Following their sightline, you see something pale standing there. It starts to walk a little toward your camp, stopping at a respectful distance, I'll say. The form is familiar. It's kind of a generic woman with long blonde hair that drapes down across the face. Hair that you had said a couple days ago she dies. Blonde. It's the face of Vox. When last you saw them. Brun, there's someone there. And they start to get up, reaching for a sword.
Hand
Or
on the
a sickle.
shoulder. Hand on the shoulder. Thane, are you sure that they saw that you've spotted them? And Brun has not has done like a cursory pass, but has turned back to sort of be continuing scanning the wood side.
I don't
Are you
know if
certain
they've
they
seen
spotted
me.
you? Then play dumb.
What? But we don't know who that is, and I want to find out before anything happens.
Look, and now Brun will make direct eye contact. Vox, come here.
As you call out the name Vox, the thing kind of snaps to you, looks back, and is now more on edge. As the figure starts to step towards you again, it stops right at the very edge of the firelight. Brun, that's Vox.
Awfully
We haven't
quiet.
seen Vox in a while. Are you sure?
You know?
Give me an investigation.
Yeah, Brun's like, I don't. There's not a single snarky one-liner. There's nothing giving these vibes right now. It's an investigation. Am I still at disadvantage because I have not finished my run? Because I'm still on.
I will say by this point, you have completed your long rest, we'll say.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
I'm so kind
thank
and
you.
generous.
Oh God.
So generous.
That is a 13.
Give me 1 second to load some things. 13, you say?
13.
Oh, please load. Please? Hello? Maybe? Do. Okay. You look closer at the Vox at the edge of the firelight, and you see behind it, in the shadows, a shifting mass, angles and joints, much larger than the form it is presenting. And as the hair shifts across her face, this figure's face, you spot a third eye, all three of them gleaming kind of a yellowy, sickly yellow.
I'm gonna, like, whisper to Thane. Wake up the other, but go like you're going to go piss on the side of the camp. This is the thing that brought. This is the thing. So I'll stall till we get the other.
Okay. And they stand up and kind of like give a big exaggerated stretch, make a motion like they are talking to you, give a little wave and start walking
Go
toward the side.
Go on about your business. I don't need to know all that.
And as they start walking away, the eyes are tracking them.
Vox,
You see
buddy. Where the hell have you been?
a shifting of the shadows that stretches around the side of the fire. And deposited in front of you is a note. A scrap of parchment.
Like, reach out with a foot and drag it towards me. And then still, like, keep kind of looking at Vox. Kind of reach down, pick it up.
There is a simple rectangle toward the top of the page. And then a picture, a crude drawing of a boneberry flower with a slash through it. Another hand reaches out and drops 2 coins from Atharni.
Above game, this is the Boneberries essentially being like, we're not going to make your delivery. Or
You can
what-
take from it what you will.
is there knowledge that Brent would have that Curtis does not about what this message would mean?
There's some kind of issue with Boneberries. The box is just a simple signature for Vox. It's not his usual handwriting. It's very crude. It doesn't look like it was written with like a pen or anything. It looks like somebody used like their nail almost.
Yeah, like a
It's a little bit of a finger paint.
yeah. And that hand that kind of came from it, is that also still from the mask that's behind?
Yep. By this point, Duncan, Thane is at your side, giving you a very gentle shake. Duncan.
Yeah,
Duncan.
and like my eternal
Keep quiet.
clock. Whoa.
There's
What's up?
something that Brun says is Vox, who I don't trust to begin with.
That shifty character
It's
from
here.
the temple?
The purple one. The tiefling.
Oh, that's
From...
what do they want? Did you talk to him?
No, I don't think it's them. You need to get up
And I think
and get ready in case we have to fight this thing. I'm gonna wake Navos and Farney. Or you get Navos, I'll get Farney, I don't care.
I'll get Navis.
I'll get Farney.
And I kind of give him that acknowledgement of understood the assignment. And I'm kind of just get that adrenaline going through, like breathing in, and I kind of as quietly as I can, kind of walk over to Navos's side of the tent camp.
And Thane
Yeah.
heads for Farney.
Yeah. And kind of like sit on his. What does Navos sleep on? Does he sleep on the floor, or does he sleep kind of on like a bedroll?
A very used bedroll.
Okay. I think I'm gonna kind of plant myself next to the bedroll, kind of looking with my back turned towards Navos, just kind of towards whatever I can see. If I can see this figure with Brun kind of outside of our camp, and just
You can see where Brun was sitting. Thane had pointed toward where they were. And you can also see this pale woman figure.
and,
If you would like
yeah,
to make an investigation,
yeah,
you
actually, I
can.
would. Let me do that. Investigation. That is 17 plus 0, so 17.
As you look at the figure, you realize it's an illusion of some sort. But you do not see the shadowy figure behind it.
Okay.
You can tell that this is not a humanoid, it's not a solid person. Like, there's something there, but it's not quite real.
Incorporeal, a little bit. Yeah, okay, so kind of turning back towards Navos, kind of using my lower forearm on my left arm, kind of where my stub kind of is, but not really with the stub. Just kind of rocking back and forth Navos a little bit until he kind of comes to attention.
You can see my eye blink a few times. Mornings come fast.
Things in the dark come faster. There's something here at camp.
Where at?
Talking to Brun over there, I'm going to kind of point it out with my other hand.
Okay. If we need to go, let me know.
We might just be ready to act.
Will do. Could I take a look from where I'm at?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 7.
You can see the pale figure.
Okay.
It's facing Brun across the fire. And you saw Brun, like, move a little bit. You can't tell if there are words being said or what's happening there.
Okay.
By this point, Thane has woken up Farney. Brun, you do not have much time before the rest of your party are fully up and at attention.
Fox.
Head tilts just a little.
Boneberries should be in C soon.
Slight shake.
Why can't they take it?
Head lowers just a little. There's an
What?
admission of failure in that motion, which is not something that Vox would typically do.
You said that you're saying they're on the edge of the firelight, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the fire is between me and them.
Yeah.
Incredible. Brun's gonna like sort of crouch down, pick up a stick that it was using to poke the coals. And he's like, Vox, you've never been this quiet a day in your fucking life. And I would like to throw the like burning stick. I just want to like hit Vox in like the face, chest, like just somewhere. I just want to hit Vox with it.
Okay.
I ain't buying this for a
give it an
goddamn
attack
minute.
roll.
Can I use? So this is. Can I use strength with this thrown weapon?
How does improvised weaponry work?
I think it's just using. I think with my fighting style, I deal more damage with improvised weapons.
Okay. So
but-
usually a thrown weapon is dex, isn't it? What's a spear look like?
Using the thrown property.
Anybody else who knows can chime right in, because I'm
use it as a melee
clueless.
weapon. You can use the same ability modifier for that attack roll and damage roll. If you throw a hand axe, you can use your strength. If you throw a dagger, you can use strength or dex, since the dagger has finesse. Typically, with my improvised weapon, it's going to be a strength thing. Like I'm just grabbing a piece, like I'm grabbing a branch and like trying to whack my friend with it. So that would be strength, and then I'm just going to deal a D.
Go ahead
I
and
do believe it is
roll to attack.
based on
Roll to
Gavin Brawl is
What?
just improvised.
I didn't understand any of that.
Did you hear that? Am I cutting out again?
Yeah, you're roboting again.
Oh my gosh.
Gotta love technology.
This guy.
This guy, at least won't make everything ruined.
That is a 23 to hit.
Yeah, you
That's
chuck this
18
branch.
18 on the die. I'm whacking my buddy in the head.
Ugh.
Yeah.
All right. So you chuck this branch and
It's like a
Hit
sidearm
the-
throw. Yeah.
you clunk it kind of like upside the head, and there's a recoil. The entire mass behind the woman, question mark, shifts and shuffles, and there's a bit of a shriek, a very muffled, like it's trying to keep it quiet. And you see the woman has now a burn on the side of the head. How much damage was that?
Improvised weapon. Bears no resemblance to an object does a D4. Typically would be a D4. I can do D4 or I can do D6.
Do D4.
Feeling generals.
You've already had generosity.
That's very true.
Do not beg for more.
That is fair. That's 10 damage because that's 4 on the die plus 6 from my strength and proficiency.
Yeah, you hear like the hiss of somebody who's like burned a hand, like a type of sound.
That's
And-
what I fucking thought.
The head turns back towards you, like rage on the face.
What's that, Vox? Do you got something to say to me?
Run. Don't do that again.
Is that Vox's voice?
Yes. At this point, Thane is returning. You don't know where Farney is. Duncan and Navos, you have agency to adjust yourselves.
Well, Thane, you were half right. It's not quite Vox, I think. And I'll point beyond the trees. God, there's something else back there moving. Morning, Duncan. Those eyes match what you saw the other night?
They sure do. Am I sensing anything off of this creature? I do have divine sense. I feel the presence of celestials, fiends, and undead.
So, I believe you have to use your divine sense. You have to activate it. You have charges of it, right?
The presence of strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor. So I just
Okay,
kind of sniff it. So I think it's a passive.
There's a tint of, well, not a tint. There's a bit of fiend coming up, and you realize your sigil, your mark, is burning a bit.
That's
All of you realize that.
and yeah, I'm gonna draw my sword and prepare myself. All right, you guys are ready? Something a little fiendish about this one.
Vox, what does it want with you?
You see the head kind of shake again. Like, that's not it.
What do you want with us, then?
Run. I don't want anything. You're a dead man walking, right? You're a dead man walking. And it's starting to step backwards.
I guess
At this
we
point,
match.
if anybody would like to make attacks, you are welcome to.
Yeah, Duncan's gonna kind of get in there.
Brun
not-
would also like to engage with this problem.
Yeah, I'd like to try to sneak around the trees. I'd like to be within 30 feet of this,
Okay.
if you'd like a roll at all.
I don't think
Give
Paladin,
me
or
but a moment, yeah.
I don't think Paladin Duncan kind of feels comfortable with a creature like this, just kind of floating out in the world.
All right. So, with this combat, I should have made a map, but I didn't. So, y'all are dancing around a campfire, essentially.
Okay.
You have your camp, you have the trees that it is backing into, river off to the side as well. I have the cards. So, because this is a single, as far as you know, combatant, I'm just going to use my cards for this combat initiative. Okay?
Okay.
Works for me.
So, make sure I have everybody. I got a Navos, I got a Brun, I got a Duncan, a Thane, Farney, and a question mark. All right.
Oh man, we're just fighting punctuation? Is this the awkward
Fighting grammar.
for revenge?
You'll never win.
So, Brun, as it's backing away, you do have an opportunity to attack first. On deck, we have Navos.
Brun. Brun took a long second with the "you're a dead man" walking. And then, yeah, I guess we match. And Brun's going to run forward and try and, tackle Vox to the ground. With a grapple attack.
A grapple attack?
I can't imagine that Alexis has taken any time to go, Brun keeps grabbing stuff. Let's make a monster that doesn't like to be touched.
We just fight cactuses for the rest of the adventure.
What do you mean?
What do you mean it's a field of cactus? Cacti.
Brun will hug a field of cacti. He ain't no snitch. Yeah, we're gonna fucking go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Do it, lady.
Please behold. The
Ooh.
most natural.
Is that a nat 20?
20s. That is a delicious 20 for a total of
I hate you.
20.
25. 25 damage.
Yeah. You charge forward and dive at this image that you know is Vox. Pass through it. And tackle something very large and spiny.
So the illusion. So it took the illusion. Oh, okay. Interesting.
The
Okay,
illusion is attached, sort of.
but it doesn't quite
so-
match the proportions and shape of things.
Correct.
Okay.
The illusion is medium-sized. The thing you're grabbing, whatever it is in the dark here, is large.
Oh, cool. So it still has to make the save because of my large physique. I can grapple large objects without disadvantage.
And that's acrobatics or
Yeah, acrobatics
athletics?
or athletics.
And it does have spikes?
It does have spikes. That'll be fun.
Okay.
has a 24.
Well, I still have to roll, and I would need. I need another natural 20 to make this work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to preemptively burn my inspiration to make this stick because we're in for a penny. Goodbye, inspiration. I had you for a brief moment.
Burn it. Taste it.
Again, Navos on deck.
Mm-hmm.
I shit you not.
I don't believe you.
A natural 20 and a 9. I will send the picture.
I hate you so much. So that gets
Hey,
you a
bro.
what?
Can I get a dice pick?
25.
That's one more.
I called that shot.
Oh, I
and it
hate you so
came in
much.
Clutch.
I hate you so much.
Come here, you. Come here.
As you grab hold of this thing, if you wanted a hug, you could have asked, Brun. And it sounds frustrated. You realize that the voice is in your head.
Okay. Well, here's the
That sure is a nat 20 in it. Man.
Well, here's the thing, Vox. You wouldn't have obliged if I had. And just planting his feet and just has this mass, this illusion,
It's bony, it's gangly, it looms quite tall over you.
So
And
far,
you can
3 for
feel-
3 for me in high school.
Feel like sharp corners to it.
4 for 4.
Anything else from you, or are we moving to Navos?
No, I'm just plant the feet. Because that's my. Actually, could I get start of each of my turn? I could have attacked and then grappled. That's fine. So I wasted the natural 20 on the damage. Oh well.
Teehee.
Nope. It just
As-
is wrestling with this thing that is not the arms are like passing through the neck and other parts of it.
You feel your arm burning as you come into contact with this creature. So, Navos, that's you, bud. With
Yeah.
Barney on deck.
Would you like to keep me still at exhaustion level 1? Or was able to sleep that?
You have not completed your long rest.
Okay. So if possible, I would like to get within 30 feet. If you'd like a stealth roll, let me know.
Yes.
Okay. It is an 18.
An 18. Okay. You feel pretty stealthy. Those
Awesome.
lessons with Brun paying off.
Perfect. And now I would like... So Brun's face compared to these eyes, are they like next to each other, or is there some like distance?
Brun has kind of passed through most of the illusion. The head of it kind of jerked upward, and it now looks like it's floating.
So I'd like to attempt to use minor illusion in the form of the anchor to see if I can try to blind this thing, some kind of disadvantage on it.
Okay. I like it. With minor illusion, you can do like a small flare. Read to me what it does.
Sound or an image of an object within range that
Sounds
lasts
a
for the
cantrip,
duration.
I believe.
Yes. Range of 30 feet, as large as of a 5-foot cube.
Okay. So I will have it roll against your spell save DC, just to see if you can distract it.
Okay.
Seem fair?
Yeah. 13.
That's a 16 on die.
Ooh. Okay.
So you do manage to kind of flare around its face, but it's kind of thrashing a little bit, still trying to keep quiet, it seems. You see Brun struggling just beyond the firelight, and this figure floating now, flailing around a bit. Anything else you would like to do?
Yep. In that case, I will cast Hex on it, and it will have disadvantage on strength checks.
Ooh.
Good combo.
Hell
Fantastic.
yeah!
And
Thank
it will
you
end
for
turn
continuing
there.
to enable. Thanks for continuing to enable my poor choices.
I just need something to watch. It's fun.
Fair enough. So, Brun, in your head, as you're struggling with Vox, question mark? Vox. Sorry, not Vox. Brun, let me go. Please. And it is going to roll to try and escape your grapple.
Come on, natural 20 die.
Yes, an 11.
That is 14.
Duncan on deck.
Okay.
You still got a hold of it.
Brun kind of like pulls in and goes, Vox, that's really you. Boss
Oh,
wants to
wait.
talk to you anyway.
Wait. Sorry. I done
no.
goofed.
Oh no.
That was a 16. Because of a thing? My bad. I forgot. So,
That's a 14.
back that up just a smidgen. You are trying to hold on to this thing, and it's pointy, it's pokey, it is flailing a little bit, and your hands slip as it like kind of jabs you where you had been stabbed by the carnivore. Just enough pain to get you to let go.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
with that, it is going to retreat back into the woods further. You see it
Do I-
kind of clamber up into the trees.
Do I get an
and you-
opportunity attack?
You do if you want it.
I would love that. Can I...
Come on. Take your swing if you're taking it.
So, as it's an opportunity attack, I can make it an attack. I can attempt to grapple it again, which I would like to do. I would like to do this again. That is a 17 to hit.
That is a 17 to escape. Meets
'cause
it
it's
beats.
I was gonna say it should just be against AC, and then we do the grapple check.
Oh,
secondary.
against AC. Yes, that does hit the AC.
Okay, great. So then this is the grapple.
So the escape is a 17.
14 on the die plus 5 for a 19.
I hate you!
He like swerves out of my grip, like the box
You-
like turns to run.
You grab the tail as it's clambering. You poke yourself in the hand
That's fine.
because of quills. It doesn't do notable damage, but it does not feel good. And you hear the frustration again. Just
Sorry, Fox. Boss wants to have a word with you, and like just like wrapping the tail like around the arm and just trying to, like,
Ow.
reel it in.
ow! All right, fine. So
Love playing
with
Bass Pro.
grapple, grapple indicates
If they're
speed
grappled,
is
I believe
reduced to 0. I see. Can still attack though.
for sure.
Used actions already. Doodly do. Do. So. Okay. All right. We're going to leave it there. There were other things I should have done, and I forgot to. Duncan, that's you.
Okay. Duncan's going to kind of take his place up the front lines now, kind of next to Brun, who's reeling this creature back in, and then
You recognize
pointedly
the
looking
eyes.
at Brun. Do we? Yes. Do we know this creature? And in this case, Duncan is definitely using the royal we, and he's referencing to specifically Brun. Do we know this creature?
This isn't Vox. It's in the voices in my head, not out loud.
Okay, that's all he needs. Duncan will swing to attack.
Hearing
with
you say
advantage,
that,
Grappled?
yeah, no. Grapple, that would be prone. Grapple
No.
is just reducing speed to 0.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And I'm going to get a 19 plus 5 for a 24.
Oof,
that hit?
okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's
Oh, that's Thane on
5
deck
plus 3
as
for 8
well.
damage.
8. Okay. As you take a swing at this thing, you feel like your sword did not dig as deep into it as you would expect. You're also trying to fight in the dark here. Low light. It's not easy. So you kind of misplace your swing just a little, doing a little bit less damage than you would have expected. Anything else from you?
Yeah. As I'm kind of finding my sword go in, it's not going in it as deep as I want to. I'm going
Purpose.
to take kind of a step back without leaving my space, but kind of like take a step back and kind of remembering that training that I was doing on the beach a couple of days ago with Thane. I'm going to throw up Sanctuary on myself as a bonus action, which just gives me anybody who wants to take a attack at me must make a Wisdom saving throw or have to change a target if they fail.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. Is that it for you?
That's Thane.
Incredible
So-
joke, Alexis. I cannot let that one go by. That was delightful. Thank you.
What's that?
Nothing. As you were. Continue.
I don't know what you're talking about. So Thane is going to come in as well, kind of get on the other side of Brun. This creature is trying to scramble up a tree and has begun an ascent. And Thane is gonna take a swing with their sickle, which I don't have updated info for Thane, I don't believe. Is this updated? This is not updated. Andrew, what have you done?
You gotta always
All right.
have auto update installed.
So with the sickle, going in for a slash. That's the wrong die. Doodly doo. Okay. Do. All right. And it seems like you're causing pain. This creature is very upsetty spaghetti. Flailing a little bit, trying to kind of kick your hands loose from the tail. Trying to dig a quill into you, Brun, while it's trying to clamber away. So, that brings us back around, top of the order. This a little shuffly-do. All right, and it is actually the creature's turn. Wahoo! Yay for me! So,
Guess I only got one reaction. I don't have a better plan.
so it is going to try and escape again. That is a 16 to try
Is
and
it-
escape.
Is it rolling dex or strength?
That's Dex.
Okay.
It's acrobatics.
Sorry, gang. That is a 10.
Fantastic. It wrenches its tail free, kind of jerking your arm up toward the tree with it, and is going to disengage with cunning action, clambering higher into the tree and farther away. You can trace it a little bit, but as it enters up into that canopy, with the dark sky behind it, you start to lose it. You had a hand up.
Did Farney take their turn?
Farney's doing some
Already no
things.
fight.
Okay. Okay.
He's doing his taxes over there. He's okay.
I gotta do another.
They're doing things.
They gotta do a 1099C. It's a whole fucking thing.
They're just like over there stretching. Like, I don't want to pull something, guys.
They're warming up. I can't laugh too hard. But I did have a stretch session before emptying the pod this weekend where it was like, all right, guys, we gotta warm up before we do this.
Duncan, it is your turn. You can sort of see it. Any attacks you
Okay.
try and make, any distance attacks that you try to make, are going to be at disadvantage. And at this point, you cannot reach high enough for a melee attack. So if you got something to chuck at it, you are welcome to.
I might have something to chuck at it. Okay, so
Navos on
it's
deck.
dark, right? And that's why it's hard to see
Mhm.
to hit it, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's also about 40 feet up.
Okay. I think Duncan's gonna try something. He remembers, in his younger days, back when he was a soldier, and he was very proud of what he used to do. He believed truthfully that he was bringing peace to the world, and that he had a fire inside of him, and burned for righteousness. And that fire over the years kind of slowly died. But all of this coming back to once, people are dying, and like that there's black fibers and things like that. I'm gonna grip his sword as hard as he can, and that fire kind of re-sparks. And he's going to one of his channel device for sacred weapon, which illuminates his sword in this glowing wreath of righteous flame. And he's going to try to chuck it at the creature. Sacred name also illuminates an area around him of up to 20 or so feet. So as he throws, it might illuminate it more.
Okay.
Okay.
So make that throw attack.
Okay. So that throw attack is give me a +1 because of my critical bonus to it. Well, so it'll be +6.
Okay.
Or no. Okay. So that is a 11 +1 for 12.
As you throw your sword up, this creature is pretty dexterous in the trees, and you get a better glimpse of kind of the surface of it. You do see a very familiar purple to it, but everything is stretched and gangly, and you realize that the tracks that you saw with Farney, they do seem to match up with what you can see of kind of the leg, the foot of this creature. The tail kind of whips by, kind of catching your sword and throwing it off course. And you see quills sticking from the end of this tail, and long draping hair. Anything else you're doing now that you've disarmed yourself?
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
Okay, Navos, that's you. If you've got something with range.
Navos does. What is this thing standing on right now?
It's up in the trees.
Yeah, I didn't climb in the tree.
Back.
Is my sword under the tree?
Yeah, your sword is dropped to the
Because
ground.
it would still be shedding off light.
Yeah. It's up about 40 feet. So. I forget how far the light radius is for your effect.
It's 20 feet.
And then
How
it should be
far
like
up the tree is,
20,
but yeah, 20
feet of low
And
light,
dim
I
light.
think. Or dim light. Yeah.
Of dim light. Yeah, dim light. So 40 feet max.
So, Navos, you're going to have disadvantage to hit.
Oh yeah. Back to the training with Brun, practicing defense. I want to shoot the branch that it's standing on.
Ooh, okay. So, what is the AC of a branch? It's a very specific thing to hit. I'm gonna say 16. Does that seem fair?
Cool. Yeah, that's not gonna hit. That's a 10.
Okay. Your shot kind of swings wide and catches like the main trunk of the tree. The creature kind of swings behind. That is Farney. All right, that's Farney's turn. Brun, that's you. They're
He's
doing
still
stuff.
stretching.
Don't worry about it. They are doing
He's got a little.
what they're born to do.
Stretch.
Just remember, he had a Sudoku book in his backpack.
They are
they're-
very limber.
Couple quick of those.
They're doing a quick.
Navos's hot yoga doesn't stand a chance.
Oh no way.
Brun, what are you doing?
Did any of you guys do the Wordle for today?
I think the word is hammer.
What Wordle
It's
are
only
you playing?
five. It's
Think
only
it's
5
very-
letters.
Thing gets very excited
Hem.
by the word hammer.
Hem.
Hem.
Hemi.
All right, Brun, what are you doing?
Brun is just like pulling himself to his feet and just like just looking up because there's nothing Brun can fucking do. Like looking around for a rock or something to throw, but like that's not gonna do anything.
Pick the whole tree up.
I mean, you could throw a rock if you wanted.
Um,
There's a rock nearby you can have.
question: Can I go to the fire, grab a flaming stick, and throw it? I just want to hurt this thing more.
Sure.
Yeah, it's like a decent size. Like, take a couple swings with it, and then just line it up. and
So,
just
to
end
be
the round.
clear, you're going to be yeeting a lit branch into the forest, into the trees.
Smokey
Just
the Bear
checking.
doesn't exist yet. Brun doesn't know much better.
I know you can't see
don't
it,
know
but I
that.
do have a Smokey Bear hat, and I must remember wildlife, fire safety.
If you want to be safe, I am close by. You can just chuck me.
Eat the
Don't chuck
neighbors.
that, chuck me.
Curtis, what are you doing?
Bob throw. Brun like looks down at the stick, looks to Navos, goes, "You want to go after it?"
I can see what I can do. I pull out my
Hey,
frying pan.
Can you...
Kind of a kid.
so,
now we're getting into physics, because, like, Navos
So-
weighs a certain amount.
the goal of this throw, right? It is not a fastball special shot put. It is closer to a hammer throw. It is.
You're going to grab Navos by the ankles and swing him?
No, collar. So, leading hand, collar of the coat. Lower hand, tail and/or breeches, and just a one.
Navos doesn't wear
revolution.
pants.
There's a very convenient carrying handle.
Don't look down.
Just, but like collar and like just grab one of the spines lower down and just do a full revolution and just throw.
Okay. I don't know how to rule how far you can throw Navos.
I so because
I'm sure there's
I
rules
have-
for it, but I don't.
Because I have hulking figure, counting me as one size larger, I feel like that would
Okay.
avoid any
Uh-huh.
disadvantage. I feel like that's just an athletics check.
Okay.
To just,
So
like,
I'm thinking acrobatics from Navos, athletics from Brun, and by your powers combined. Sure.
anything else is too much. My goal was like, can I use a disarming attack with Navos as my weapon? That doesn't work. We're just Navos is not a weapon. You are not
Navos
a gun.
is not a weapon.
All right, buddy. Just like we practiced.
Yeah.
Just like we didn't practice.
Days
Brun
on end.
definitely go. Brun does just go just like we practiced, and I can imagine Navos being like, "What are you?" As the
When?
spin starts.
I would also like
missed that
because
part.
Navos just woke up. He probably still has like his boogers under his eye,
I
and he's like, "All right, what?" And you just throw him.
You know what? You know what? Hold please. Do I have the metal dice on me? Because this deserves a
There's no holding. Get on with it.
We're throwing. We're throwing.
All
Not
right,
hold.
special danger die. Oh, that's a 19 for a 24.
All right, Nevos, what'd you roll for your acrobatics?
That's a 13.
Okay. So Nevos will, in fact, hit the creature in the tree.
Hell yeah!
Wait a minute.
With the frying pan.
Did either of you roll with disadvantage because it's up in the dark?
Yes.
I did not stand by.
Okay.
Because unfortunately, I got like an 18 for the first one.
I see.
That drops it by 1 point for a 23.
Nevos, you are launched through the trees. You catch a couple stray branches on the way and find yourself face to some part of this creature. Go ahead and roll me half damage for the frying pan.
We're doing like a down.
And Duncan
A
is just
and-
kind of sitting there.
This dude.
Thane is
watching
looking at you,
this.
Duncan, like mouth agape.
And I just like. I'm looking at Thane. Whew. First, another lesson for you. Rule 40. Combat is a skill, but so too is a process of innovation.
Y-
I ain't never seen that before.
This is a whole new flying lesson from Brun.
The
Nevos, how
imagery
much
is-
damage was that?
The imagery is just beautiful. I want to go like a down A with Link and Smash Bros. I like as like on the back.
Mhm.
That's 3 damage.
You
this-
bring down the frying pan, and it's a solid hit, but you don't feel like you've done much before you realize. Excuse me. Before you realize that you are now falling about 40 feet.
Because it must
So
come
we'll
down.
deal with that in a second. I gotta shuffle these cards.
The dolorous clang of that pan echoing through the woods is the greatest sound I've
Dong.
ever imagined.
It's just like a gong. I imagine he smacks it and like the birds fly away into the night. The crows.
The next town over,
So-
they're like, "Did we get a new bell?"
Thane has thrown their javelin, because they have that. Kind of wound up the shot, and
Just doing the Olympics out here.
Nevos, you feel something go whizzing by you as you're dropping, and you're very glad that it didn't actually hit you. So, next up, Brun, what are you doing, bud? Nevos on deck.
Finishes the spin. Finishes the spin.
Just me.
Sees like the silhouette of Nevos fall past the sword, and Brun's like, "Oh fuck!" Charge over there to make the catch.
He's like playing
would-
catch with with himself, but he has no dad.
Ain't that the fucking truth? But yeah, no, I'm gonna run and try and make the catch on Nevos.
Okay. Give me an athletics for that.
That's a
I'm
9.
gonna say this is. Oh, buddy. Okay. Anything else for you?
Can I? I can't bait and switch this, can I? And take the
No.
fall damage instead of him?
No, you cannot.
Okay, that's me.
Nevos. Nevos, buddy. You're fallen? So, unless you can do something real quick, it looks like Brun is going to try to catch you. And from your vantage point, you realize he's not close enough.
How far is Brun from me?
He's not very far. What are you thinking?
Will you allow me to cast a spell?
Tell me what you want to do.
Misty Step.
Okay. I will allow Misty Step. Are you trying to Misty Step into his arms, or?
Bonus action. I would love to, if
Give him a
possible.
kiss.
Oh yes.
Save me.
I'm going to give you a target DC. Like, I'll say that you can Misty Step to negate damage here. But to land in his arms, you're going to need to hit, like, a 14. With whatever your casting modifier is. Just because that's funny for me.
And if he misses, he lands in Farney's arms. Like, I'm finally ready, guys. What?
If I want to use my inspiration, do I need to call that now?
You can roll it first.
Okay.
Curtis was just really antsy about calling his inspiration.
I knew I needed it because I needed a 20. I needed my best bet.
Hey, it worked. It worked.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm annoyed.
Absolutely needed to use it. That's a 16.
Bryn, you're running to catch Navos, and at the very last second, you realize he's falling too fast, and you misjudged how far you needed to go to catch him. And as that realization hits, he lands in your arms. Navos, what does it look like when you Misty Step?
So, Brun, if you've seen it before, there is a kind of glow of the arcana. You can see the person traveling. With mine, I just disappear. If you blinked your eye, I'm just out of nowhere in your arms. Oh, that was a close one. Good throw. They'll feel that on the way. Maybe I should have held on to them instead.
Brun is like, as you land in his arms, he's running and the eyes are still up, and you catch you catch that he was saying a name that wasn't yours as you were falling, and then you're just in his arms, and he's like, yeah, no, thanks for going along with that. Normally I'm throwing kids.
I'd say in this group I'm probably the closest size to them. Watch my spikes, by the way. You got hit earlier.
It's fine. I've had worse. We should get back to the fire. I don't want to be out in the woods in the dark.
Yeah, of course.
In case it comes back, yeah. Still holding you, still carrying you back.
I'm gonna make no mention of it.
We should get back, guys. Like Worm Tongue holding little
What
baby
is happening?
Voldemort.
What is happening here?
I'm sorry, Alexis, did you want a gritty and harsh and dark world? Love is love, damn it.
Yeah, it's just gritty and harsh. This is reality.
So, as you're turning to return to the fire, you hear Thane call out to you, Brun. Watch out. Does a 15 hit you?
No.
Fantastic. Just behind your foot, a dagger lands. Just barely missing your foot. It is a very familiar dagger, and you can see a sheen on the blade, which is a Vox specialty. And you know if that knife would have hit you, you would have suffered for a good while from whatever poison he applied to it. And with that, combat is over.
By the way, I forgot to include my hex damage, so that's 1 necrotic damage.
Beans.
Does that kill it?
Ah,
That does not kill it, but I will make a note.
Thank you.
What loot
Fantastic.
did it have? I loot its pockets.
You didn't kill it, so you won't know.
I'm looting its pockets while it's alive.
No, you can't.
I multi-classed into rogue just for this.
Brilliant. Anyway, so Thane will come back around. Navos, did you hit it?
I did. I can't believe I did, but I did. With a great throw.
Oh my gosh.
Am I still holding you as this conversation's happening?
I
I'm
hope
not
so.
really thinking about it, so I think it's your decision.
I think, like, looking back, like, I'm still holding you. I'm looking at that dagger and thinking through the thinking thoughts, but I'm still just, like, holding you, like, eye level with Thane.
I think I'm like starting to try to roll out.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Starting to do the cat thing
Yeah.
where they are no longer wanting to be held.
There is a split second where the hands, like, close up a little tighter, like, pull you up, and then it's like, oh, sorry, like, out of reflex, and then you're put down.
My bad.
Well, I was hoping this location would have been a little bit safer. Hopefully, once in Kahlo, we won't need to deal with it, but... Was that... Vox? Like, the actual Vox?
Yeah, Brun, are you sure?
Pull the knife.
Was it?
Pull the knife out of the ground. I don't know. Because this is one of theirs. And, like, it's got their poison on it. But the voice, I heard Vox talking in my head, not out loud.
I assume that's new for them.
No, Frank, that is new. You can't get them to shut up. At all. Ever. Let's not have this.
Did anyone else's gestures to their eye burn
Yep.
near that thing?
Yes.
Real. Yeah.
It's infected. It's just like Yergison.
It's infected, and it's getting away. There's Duncan kind of over by the tree line as he's kind of looking at the tracks with his sword that's still illuminating as the fire kind of slowly dying until it finally extinguishes itself. And you can kind of hear him put it back into its sheath as he comes back into the campfire light. We can't let that thing get away. It has answers to questions that need to be asked.
Around this time, Farney steps from the shadows. You don't know how they got there because they're very quiet.
Very limber.
I may be able to help with that. I'm very good at tracking things. I made sure to mark it so I can follow it again.
Do you remember what it looks like? I want to sketch it out as much as possible.
I didn't see much of it. I just know where to find it. At least for now.
Okay.
It's headed
Do you know what
in...
kind of direction it was headed?
Kind of takes it...
That's what Duncan was about to ask Farney, was what direction it was headed in.
They take a moment and kind of point toward the west, like directly west. Further into the woods. It's headed that way. For now.
Duncan, this seems like the same issue with Boral. Do we follow it, or do we just keep moving on?
The problem
Thane
with Boral
speaks.
is
Nope, go ahead.
he has answers to questions, but doesn't pose a threat. This creature, whatever it is, there's nothing good about it. It's already taken out those other encampments. Who knows how many other waylaid travelers it might find. Finding a cure isn't good if everyone's already dead.
Duncan, it brought us things that we were looking. Wearing faces we recognize. It brought you Calm and a piece of Kevin's clothing. This one showed up looking like Vox and brought this. And I hold up the note on the piece of.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a monster like the boar is. It's intelligent. It is like Yurgis.
Do I recognize the iconography of the boneberry flower?
Good question. Why don't you roll for me in nature?
Does this have anything to do with the leaf imagery that I found on that box forever ago? Is a 9.
Stylistically,
Plus nature is a 0,
it's
so
kind of
9.
similar.
Okay, it's a 9, no modifier.
You're not quite sure. The picture is rather crude. There's a vague shape, but from the off the top of your head, it's not really striking any resemblance to anything you're familiar with. Thane speaks up. Brun, what did it give you? What else did it give you? And Farney also drops your bag back in the fire circle. It seems that they took it for safekeeping.
Just the note. Said I was a dead man walking. Twice. And then this dagger at the end.
Are you intentionally not mentioning the coins from Atharni? Or did Curtis the human forget?
Curtis the human forgot. Oh, and these. These came with the note.
And Duncan is just gonna roll his eyes like, I didn't even forget that.
He finds money, he puts it in his pockets. What do you want from him? There's no thought there. Finders keepers, Duncan, gosh.
That's a whole point. That's a whole character arc there.
There was nothing else. Wait a minute, there was something else.
Also,
There may have been something else.
but there's. I was trying to contact any Boneberry members to try and get us into Kahlo without going through the front gate. A note not in Vox's handwriting with coins from Lotharni.
Atharni.
I'd have bet against all the powers above and below that was not Vox except for this. There's one piece of proof connecting this back to someone that's important to me. And there's one hard piece of proof that ties back to Kevin.
So,
If
sorry if you're continuing.
Go for it. Brun's having a like running some cold math in his head.
So if we continue after this, do we attack or do we stay out? Does it have more things for the rest of us? It's picking a separate night for each of you.
It must be watching us. It came to me with my gift on my watch. Came to Brun with his gift on his watch.
We don't want to think what it's going to bring for us. We should take it out. It shouldn't stay in the woods. The thing is a hazard. It's hunting us and other people.
I agree with Thane.
That's the question. Will it even give us anything anymore after we attacked it?
Farney, we're a days out from Kahlo, right? We're a day out.
We're a little behind, but yes, we are about a day. Stopping for the boar has delayed us a bit, but at this point, some of you seem a little exhausted, and I don't know how long you can keep up our pace if we are to make it to Kahlo in our estimated 4 days. With something this dangerous out, walking exhausted is a good way to get killed. I don't know the manner of this creature. All I know is where it is headed currently. And if it is smart, as you seem to think it is, I would believe it would be smart enough to weaken us first before committing to killing us.
Why kill us? What's the end game? Why bring
I'm
us
not sure.
these things
That
just
seems
kill
to be
us off?
something you all might know. I have no ties to whatever
brands.
this thing is, as far as I'm aware.
Or you have yet to receive your gift. Maybe.
If it's...
I wonder if it will come to us tomorrow.
That's what I'm thinking,
Or our next...
Duncan.
Well, ideally,
And what
tomorrow
if
we should be in
we
Kahlo.
turn the tables. Oh, that is correct. Sorry, I sometimes lose track of days.
That is true, but is this an issue now? If we go to Kahlo, will it follow us inside? It's even more lives.
Kahlo is very well defended, especially against magics, and that thing does not seem to me mundane. I don't think something like that would be able to get into Kahlo. The gargoyles would destroy it on sight.
I think we know why it's after us. It knows what we are carrying. It knows about the cargo. It is offering things we desire in exchange. I heard Vox's voice in my head. It probably knows what we want. So it may come to one of us tonight. Someone it hasn't tried before.
As you say that, you realize that the final watch is just about over. The sun is starting to rise. You see a bit of a glow on the horizon over the water. If you would like, we can stay here a bit longer. Stay here in our camp. Those of us who are rested can keep watch for another couple hours while everyone else finishes sleep. It's not ideal, but it could keep us alive. Or we could break camp, continue on, head to Kahlo and hope to get there.
So we either...
You are my guides. I leave this decision to you.
I wonder if it would follow us. We have something potentially that it wants. How do we use that to our advantage? Perhaps.
And Thane, you want to use all of us as bait with the samples that we're
all of
carrying.
you.
You want to be bait?
Well,
I'd rather be the target than finding more victims.
Thane, I think you and Navos are going to be the bait, unfortunately.
I've had my visit.
If
We would like to be prepared.
I've received my Yule gift.
I think that's smart. I don't think we either push to Kahlo and maybe make it through the gates before nightfall and are tired there, or we take one more night in the woods and try to figure out this thing a little more. I think our gift from the dead might be necessary.
I feel like we have two choices here, and as Brun has pointed out, either one of them are viable. I feel like this is out of our hands. It might be a decision for the gods. And I'm going to produce one of my gold coins. Heads for Kahlo. Tails to lay in wait. That sound agreeable? And
We think
He looks
that
to Thane.
whatever decision we make should be made quickly.
And with that, Duncan flips his coin, and it lands on his hand, and he smacks on the back of his stump. And he looks at it, and he looks at the rest of the group, and he produces his little stump, and it shows tails. The gods have spoken. Hopefully they will be with us tonight.
If we are doing this, I need to be able to trust you all. This crusty eye can show you I am not at my utmost right now. I'm willing to go with Thane, but this needs to be careful.
Duncan, I believe you also have a point of exhaustion for not completing your long rest.
Yep, that would be correct.
Farney, can we stay here to get everybody rested? You know the route pretty well. Can we find a spot? Got a little fewer trees for our friend to escape through.
About part. You see some tabulation going on. About half a day of travel from here, we should reach a more agricultural area. Fewer trees in general, more open fields. Not heavily farmed, but open. The city tends to prefer more visibility around the walls. We could still have some shelter, but it would be much harder for anything that large to hide, I would think.
How's that sound, Duncan?
I agree with Barney. I think an open plain, high visibility, and keeping our wits about ourselves, I think we will prove successful.
I'll stay on watch. Everyone who needs it can crash.
We'll also stay on watch. And Thane will take up spot again, eyes on the tree line. Somebody please roll for me. A D100.
D100, I'll do it. Okay. You need to link. That is 76.
Okay.
76.
Cool. Thank you.
Cool. That's a cool number. Thanks.
Brun, go ahead and roll your... what is it? Perception?
Perception.
I believe so.
17 plus 1 for an 18.
Okay. Navos, are you betting down again?
Oh yeah. Walking away
Crusty
a little grumbly. I should have just taken the fall. I just could have been carried the entire way. And will lay my head down.
And Duncan will go to his spot and kind of kneel and restfully meditate, kind of reciting some prayers in his head. To kind of relax
Farney-
himself down.
Farney is gonna gather a little bit of firewood to stoke the flames a bit higher. Even though the sun is starting to rise, they seem reluctant to let that fire die down.
He's really into hot yoga, not cold yoga.
Oh, without me?
That's a conversation for you to have later, Navos.
I'm excited.
Run, you and the Thane sit on watch. Farney is up a tree currently, keeping watch as well. They got their full rest. And you sit there, watching, listening, waiting for any sign of that thing to return. Duncan, you rise, feeling more rested.
Mm.
Navos, you as well. The sun is up over the horizon now. Farney's already started some meager breakfast. Something simple. Something that won't take long to cook. Bowls are ready for you already. And I would imagine that breakfast is kind of a quiet and quick affair as you all pack up and get ready to hit the road. Is there anything y'all want to do in camp before you hit the road? Just to finish this off before we go to break.
No, I think Duncan's ready to leave.
Yeah, just quietly sketching the creature as much as I can remember.
Give me a sleight of hand for that.
Yeah.
Can I assist by telling Navos what I saw while I was grappling?
Give me a history or investigate. History, perception, one of those.
I like the idea of Navos drawing this thing and then like individually going to everyone in camp and like each of us adding new details, because I did throw my sword and saw extra details of its quills and things, and like, oh no, its spines kind of look like this, as we all kind of not critique but just add more details to Navos's drawing.
Fair point, Duncan. Go ahead and give me a history or perception as well.
17%.
What do you have, Ron? 17? What was that sleight of hand?
That's a 16.
16?
And I have a 17 plus 4. 22. 21? 21?
And Thane is useless.
Shh. And he's going to listen to this afterwards.
Oh, you think he gets to hear
He's not
this?
useless. I love this. I love Thane. He's the best. I love him.
That
He's
was actually
pathetic.
Thane's
I
an
hate
entire squad of cheerleaders in one body. It's incredible.
Navos, as you start jotting down the features that you had seen and noticed when you were up close, you go to Brun, get a few more details. He was the closest. He got hands on the thing, right? With Duncan's additions, you end up with a decently comprehensive depiction of the creature. It's not perfect. You know that there are details that you're missing. Even Farney contributes a few things, more the tracking side of things, from when they were looking at the signs left behind at the last camp and what they found this time as well. This is a very strange creature that you've drawn. It's vaguely fiendish. Well, not vaguely. It's very fiendish. I don't know how familiar you are with fiends. You want to go ahead and give me an Arcana?
Mhm.
If you think that Navos would have studied the Hells for some reason.
Oh, absolutely.
He loves hell.
I love hell.
It's where we live every single day. I hate it here.
That's an 11.
It's strange. Some of the features are very, very heavily fiendish. The elongation of the limbs, the way that the joints are, there are extra joints, and it's not quite humanoid anatomy. Like those strange pieces of it. Those are distinctly fiendish, right? The tail was very strange. You remember Vox did have a kind of furred tail, like a tuft at the end of the tail. It wasn't like a little point or anything. So that almost lines up. And the color was right. But it was bony. And there were extra spikes to it. Curtis, you put those eyebrows down. So, all in all, just very confusing, very strange. Right then, we should probably keep moving. We have delayed. I don't believe we'll make it to the gates in time to get in, unless we really push ourselves today. So, before we get a break, I would like everybody's travel rolls. What are we doing during travel here? What would you like Thane to do, and what kind of pace do you want?
I think we slow the pace down. We assume we're
I
not going
agree.
to make it to the city.
Mm-hmm.
Find a isolated halfway point. Find somewhere, like, take it slow so we're ready for a scrum. So we're ready for a fight at night.
We're almost looking for a fight. So it's like deliberately slow a little bit.
But do we make it?
Not too obvious though.
Yeah, that's the question. For whatever reason.
I think you could travel cautiously,
Yeah.
and it
I
wouldn't
think
be too odd. considering.
We travel like we're scared. Not like we're spoiling for.
So Navos actually does get back into Run's arms. I'm so scared. But it's a trap because he's holding two
Carry.
daggers inside of his
Yeah.
under his arms.
Teeth clattering.
He's curled up just enough to hide the daggers in his arms. Okay, so cautious pace will grant you +5 to your rolls for travel.
Okay.
Farty's on Nav. What do y'all want Thane on? Do we need a reminder?
No.
Of,
I think
Okay.
I'm gonna take one of the guards. I feel like Thane would take the other one with me.
Yeah, I'll take Scout again.
And that leaves Brun to do his own task if you'd like.
I think Brun's gonna keep looking as we're getting closer. Like we're within a day. Looking for any boneberry markings to confirm or deny what the Vox in apostrophes told him. Looking to make contact, looking to find a dead drop, looking for anything as we get closer to the perimeter.
okay. So you're on specialty.
Yeah.
All right. So, if we could, please give me them rolls. Guards do a strength check of your choice. Nav is on survival. Specialty. For this investigation type task, I would say to roll investigation.
Can I
And
roll it?
Scout, you've got investigation or perception.
Can I roll at advantage or add my proficiency to investigation for this?
I will allow proficiency with the +5.
Proficiency is only +2.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm adding.
So you guys are getting a +5 because you're moving at a cautious pace.
Copy.
Mhm.
Heard. My apologies.
It's all good.
Is that a third nat 20? Or is that a nat 1?
Better not be.
That's an 8 plus 3 plus 5 for 16.
$24 for me.
You said 24?
Yeah.
Ooh, did you cyclotrance?
Not yet, thankfully.
Brun, what'd you get?
27. That is
You're a
another
filthy
natural
liar.
20.
You are a filthy liar.
God, I wish.
I wish I was a liar.
I changed dice.
All right. All right. So we will resolve all of that after break.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
I need to go break some things.
Oh,
No, my kneecaps. I only have 2 of those.
Those
Not
are a
anymore.
privilege, and I'm about to show you how.
Okay, that's
I
fair.
did have a question. Do you want me to keep this
Yeah.
off the playlist so Andrew can't listen?
Oh no, that's fine. He can listen.
Okay.
But just delete all the bad shit talk.
Just just randomly censor words. So he's like, "What the fuck are we doing?"
No, I'm gonna add more shit.
You should just give him. You should give him some timestamps that seem like they actually mean something, and just have him avoid those, just for funsies.
Dude, you can't listen to
He's got a
this.
spotty memory.
It's just me going, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you.
It's weird. It's all ADR. He did this after the fact. He put more effort into this.
All right. Let's take a pause. 10 minutes.
I can
Sure.
take 10.
Let's take a 10. We'll come back at 9:34.
Copy.
Okay.
Thank you, 10.
That's so specific. 934.25.
So specific. I want food, so back in a bit.
Go get it. Do it, lady. We're here, Craig. You don't have to message us. It's okay.
Time to panic.
I'm panicking. Nobody else is here?
Look at these fools.
What are those?
They got like 30 seconds. Do 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 do. So if they're late. Oh, they're late. What do we do? What do we do? They're late.
Late again.
No, try me.
Late again.
A warlock is never late. He arrives precisely whatever the hell he means to.
Curtis, on the other hand.
He's not a warlock.
Not yet. I was also very hungry.
The hunger's can.
Curtis! Oh, now he's double late. Oh my goodness.
Ooh, good double it up. Double
His
the pain,
strength
double
score is
the
looking a little too
pleasure.
high. I don't like that he kept grappling my guy. You know? Be a shame if
Got an
something happened
arm,
to
got
that
two of them.
strength
There
score.
he is.
Be a real shame. Real shame.
Something happened to his arms.
Fucking crit again.
I'm gonna give perspiration. So
Yeah,
when you try to
well-
grapple,
I'll work for it.
The slimy.
Gloves of spider climb, baby. I don't know if they're real, but I'm buying them.
There are.
I think it's usually slippers,
Yeah, I'll wear them on my hands. Little Muppet,
mittens of spider climb.
like little Muppets.
Amazing. Welcome back, friends.
Ready to move on. Quick question: did anybody see Brennan Lee Mulligan making doll shoes?
That has something to do with this week's episode of Game Changer, which is like
It's happening right now. Yeah.
Okay.
watch Game Changer, and that will give context for what's happening. If you can't watch it, don't look. It's
Okay.
gonna be weird.
Yeah.
It's gonna be wild. Like Sam released like 3 videos being like, "No, seriously, if you're not gonna watch
stay
it,
off the
when
social
it comes
medias."
out, get the fuck out.
Interesting.
It's gonna be weird."
Fascinating. So moving on. Camp breaks. Everybody's packed up. You hit the road. Nevos, while you are keeping an eye ahead, you are looking, I assume, for additional signs of this creature. Farney is keeping you mostly on track. You can tell that they're very distracted as well. They keep looking back toward the woods as if they're trying to track that creature again. Eventually, they tell you the mark they had placed on the creature has faded. They can no longer tell. And that's when they really start watching behind. Even though you've already got an eye out, you don't see signs of it. You spot a couple of those abandoned camps, probably where that wood smoke was coming from that Farney had mentioned was up ahead. The road is becoming more and more traveled. You start seeing more people coming through. Not large groups like you'd seen with the Pilgrim, with Burl, but travelers, just people using the road.
As we're
Brun,
passing
as
them-
you... Oh, yeah.
as we're passing them, just a quick little hello there, and then just moving on. And do we see Kahlo in front of us?
You don't see Kahlo yet.
Okay.
It is a ways off. For anyone's reference, the hexes on the map are 24 leagues. Isn't that fun?
It is fun. 24.
So, Duncan, you and Thane are keeping a close eye on your immediate surroundings. You're not seeing a lot of concern. You actually see a couple of those flowers or those plants that you had gathered the other day for the healing salves. But otherwise, like every time a caravan or a traveler goes by, you're keeping an eye on them just to make sure nothing's funny, right? And nothing's really... You're on edge, but you're not seeing anything of concern. The sun is getting higher and higher, and about midday, Nevos, you see in the distance there are guards. It looks like guards. They've got crates piled alongside the road. There's a couple carts as well. Let me move you to the map here. Doodly-doo. Boop. Readjust that one. So yeah, you see them stopping and talking to a couple of people as they're passing through, and they wave them on by, people who are leaving, apparently from Kahlo. And you have time to decide what you're going to do with this. They appear to be guards. They appear to be checking people's belongings. And you have spotted them well in advance.
Yeah, immediately alerting the group. There are some people, guards maybe, checking possessions up ahead. Do we cut around or try to pass through?
Thane kind of gives you a look, Brun, kind of calling back to the conversation you had during your watch. We can't let them know what we have. They might try to open it.
Is there any way to hide it and make an excuse?
Yes, hello, officer. Sorry, ignore my jar of viscera and severed head. Don't mind.
Probably have X-ray scanners.
Duncan, do you think you could...
Easter it?
If we... if we just keep going, if they have questions, you can talk to them. I'm just here.
Yeah, I'll try my best.
Don't
Farney-
trade on your good paladin name. We don't have to.
Yeah. I'll probably need Farney with me to kind of give this some more official business.
Hearing their name, they kind of come back around. Sorry, what? What?
The guards
What's
up
happening?
ahead.
Wait,
Looks like they're doing some checkpoint here. I'm assuming they're with Callow.
checkpoint.
Yeah.
No. Kahlo doesn't checkpoint.
With
did
that,
not
him
have-
mentioning that,
They did not have checkpoints set up when I left.
I'm gonna
that
do a
was
better
a week ago.
look at those people setting up who are at this checkpoint, to see if I kind of identify if they're with any groups.
Can Brun
Yeah,
also
go
do
ahead.
the same?
Yeah.
What history?
Yeah, history seems like it should work.
It's 11 plus 0 for 11.
Gonna change to a different die to avoid another natural 20.
Gets another one anyway.
If you roll another nat 20, I'm going to show up in your window.
3 stories up. It's like slamming against the window like a bird.
You're going to hear a tip tap of some kind of shadowy figure.
Thank God the Hat Man's here. Okay. What am I rolling? I just realized it. Do you want
History?
investigation? History.
Or investigation? Or insight? Perception?
I could do any of those other ones.
I'd love to do insight because I'm assuming that these are the folks. These might be the folks I'm trying to find. That is an 18.
Brun, to your eye, it does appear to be a checkpoint of sorts. But the way that the guards you're seeing are interacting and moving when there aren't people like right there with them, it's throwing some red flags. Like, it's not quite normal for what guards would be doing. You do recognize some behaviors. Duncan, they seem dressed appropriately. They've got the gear. They're acting with authority on this road. Navos, you see that it's not just a couple of them. This is still riding off of your 24. There are more kind of scattered around than the couple that are most active on the road.
Your eyes are looking curious. Is this something we need to blow past as fast as possible?
I don't think they're yet.
I think our best way through is through. Keep our cards to our to our chests. Don't reveal anything, and we're just out here on our way to Callow. We got nothing. We're looking to start a new life.
Duncan,
Humble travelers. Yes.
if they start asking questions and you get a weird feeling, ask them. Brun kind of sifts through the sort of catalog. Ask them how the spiders are feeding this week. And if they say the berries are good and plenty, they're kind of friendly. They're friendly adjacent. If they say anything else, I'll trust your judgment.
I'm certainly not looking for a fight here. This is neither the time, as I say that, kind of looking around at all the other ones, nor the place.
I'm gonna look at Thane. Should I hide myself similar to them? Am I going to stand out too much?
Farney actually answers instead. We probably should have talked about this before we encountered anyone here, from Kahlo or not. You will probably be stopped at the gate, and they will try to take your magic. I don't think you'll have a choice. I am from Kahlo. I am representative of a family. So I have this, and they hold up a kind of bracelet, like a fancy looking little bracelet, very slender metal work. And you get a weird vibe off of it. Nevos, it makes you uncomfortable.
Can I do
As an elf, I am innately magic. And so anyone who is innately magic has to subdue that. And I'm not sure how they will treat you. For now, it's probably best that you are not seen as you are. That won't work at the gate. I don't know who these guards are. I've never seen a checkpoint like this we're too far from the city for it to make sense, but so many strange things have happened. I don't know what's going on. I'm not sure if they'll be able to tell if you have used magics to conceal yourself or what.
Understood.
And Thane... Oh, go ahead.
Inside Kahlo, I will be as safe as possible, but if I can, I'd like to take advantage of it now. And I was wondering if I could roll an Arcana on the item before he pulled out. Since it threw
Sure.
me off.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know if you can read that. Nat 20.
What is with you people?
Where's mine at? What the hell?
Where's mine at?
I want
Listen,
one.
Here's the problem. I used all of mine for the big fight that we're planning on. It's gonna end in tears.
I can only hope. Nevos, as you take a glimpse of the bracelet that Farney pulls out, you can actually, they'll hand it to you if you reach for it for inspection. And as you touch it, you feel drained. like instantly, you feel a pull on some part of you, some innate part of you. And it leaves you exhausted just touching it briefly. Whatever this is, it drained you of your magics.
So this is how you hold yourself back. I'll keep this in mind. As talking disguise self, I just want to go just as common man as possible at this point.
So, like, Thane's doodly version?
Yeah, the dude.
Common man and common woo man.
Yeah, the old guy that we beat up earlier in the temple.
No.
John Doe and Jane Doe, the happiest, most neutral married couple.
Hi, how you doing?
We're the Does.
Very normal SpongeBob of you. Farney puts the bracelet back in their bag. This is the price of the safety of Kahlo. Because I'm with a family, this is a kinder version of it. I do not interact much with those who are not from a family. I don't know what will happen to you at the gate, but we need to make it there first. And Thane has been very quiet hearing all of this. You can see them stewing. Like, the heat is rising behind their helmet, you know?
Well, I'm all set to go. Hiddly ho.
Oh my god, it's Ned Flanders!
No!
And
Incredible,
Duncan kind of
okay.
just looks at him and just gets this sense of bonding. Finally, there's just another one of the guys.
Would you like to get an ale?
I'm not much of a drinker. I prefer my own home brews, microbrews at home.
Please tell me about
Anywho.
this as we continue.
No, it's Ned Flanders.
And as we're kind of
ChatGPT.
saying this, we're kind of walking up. I'm assuming to these guards now.
Mm-hmm. As they see you approach, sorry, I'm trying to find, where did my Farney go? Where did my Farney? There they are. Fantastic.
Where did my Farney go?
Yeah, as you start approaching, one of them catches sight of you. Whoa, what do we have here?
Oh, good morning, gentlemen. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning to you as well. You seem to be headed to Kahlo.
Oh, yes. I'm escorting these fine people down to Kahlo. You know, these roads can be quite dangerous these days.
Yeah, they can. So we see you've got an elf with you. We are going to have to check your belongings, this here being a checkpoint and all. So if you would kindly, gestures toward a couple of the crates, we're going to have to check through all of your stuff. So go ahead and empty it out. You got any magic stuff with you?
Excuse me. Excuse us. This is our first time kind of coming through this area. What kind of a checkpoint is this? This is kind of new to me.
Well, if you're heading to Kahlo, well, we can't be allowing anything magical or dangerous to come through, so...
Oh,
You
are
gotta
you
check for
guys
things like that before
representatives?
you reach the gate.
Are you guys representatives of Kalo?
We're gods from Kalo. Of course we are. Why else would we be
Can I
set up
have a
here
insight check on
running?
the legitimacy of that statement?
Sure.
What's your name
Okay.
and badge number, motherfucker?
Yeah, that's a good boy. That is a 16 plus insight is 4 for a dirty 20.
Filthy. They are not representatives of Kalo.
It's like they got like a badge on, but it's like made out of crayons, kind of melted into the form of a crest.
So I
Um,
have just gotten rid of the trees.
The tree.
So we can see a little bit
Farney
better.
is distressed.
mm,
Where have my trees gone?
Where have my dear
Where-
trees gone?
am I
So that's
talking
just
to 12
for our ease.
or am I talking to 51?
Yeah. You're talking to
12,
12.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna move up closer to here to kind of, I'm up there talking to him. There's no magic items allowed in Kalo. Well, I mean, we
Well, if
don't
you're
have
heading to
much
Kalo,
use
you
for
should
those.
already know that.
Oh, like I said, we're travelers here for the very first time, and kind of making our way there, seeing the world, if you will. But we don't really carry any magic items. We're just passing through.
What about you, Elf? What do you got? You always seem to have magical items on you. What are you carrying? And Farney gets kind of this stank face, like the eye twitches a little bit.
Gentlemen, we are all friends here, and elves.
Well, of course we
They're
are.
just like everyone else. They're just like everyone else. He doesn't have any magic items on him. Like that's a little bit of a profiling thing.
Well, why don't you let them speak for themselves? How about it, Elf? What you got? And Farney will reach into their pack. I am a representative member of one of the families of Kalo. I have this. Holds up the bracelet. And that's all I have. Well, in that case, you wouldn't mind emptying your belongings onto our crate here, so we can check through everything ourselves. Gestures to 3 over there, who pulls out a wand, which Thane kind of looks at it a little suspicious. Bron, you recognize this as a sensor wand, the detect magic type wands. So they are prepared to scan whatever you have and you. Are any of you going to comply? Thane is holding their stuff.
Yeah, I'm not even going to reach for my bag. I'm just curious. I'm, learning new things today. Why are we doing this checkpoint so far from the city?
Fascinating question. Well, you see, there's been a lot of interesting stuff happening around the city, and security's getting tighter. So you'll find a couple of checkpoints along the way. Most of these main roads got them set up. Gates are a little tighter than usual. Curfew, even. So you stop here, you check with us first. We make sure everything's good, you go through another, and then finally you get to the gates. And ideally, that should get you through a little faster. Empty your belongings. That way we can send you on your way to Kalo. And you see 51 over there actually kind of dip off into the woods a little bit. You can still hear them. There's there are other voices back there. So you get the impression, rather, that these are not the only individuals out here. Thane is reaching for their equipment, for their hammer and sickle.
Mm-hmm. Gentlemen, we've been traveling very long, and I'm kind of gonna bring up my missing hand. You know, some of us have a hard time unpacking and repacking. It comes with age. I'm afraid. I'm sure you understand. We really have nothing to hide, and we just like to get along through. We'd like to make camp before, reach Calais before it gets too dark.
Well, of course, we're trying to help you do just that.
But it would take us so long to take everything out and go through it, and it's my socks, my dirty socks.
The problem with it.
They reek.
Problem with all that.
Old war.
I'm starting to lose my temper. I'm getting a little impatient.
I'm so sorry, sir. You when you reach my age, you'll find you have nothing but patience. Just you wait. But
I do so hope you continue to have such patience.
Very much so, I do.
So let me start over.
Sorry, let me start over. Duncan Dubois, and I'm kind of sticking my hand out. Knight Paladin of Valus Vidar. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Who might you be? Does Callow...
I might be the god who's asking for your stuff.
Yes, and usually...
Empty your bags, old man. And he pulls a sword from his belt.
A dagger to the heart.
When you reach your age, you should have a bit of wisdom behind you, right? You should know by now that when you're asked by a guard to empty a bag, you do so.
So, I mean no disrespect. Sometimes I just get caught up in conversation. Not many younger people like to talk to us older folks and to relish the opportunity to talk. And I'm going to kind of...
another voice call out from the side of the road. What were you going to do? Sorry?
I was going to kind of like shuffle my pack a little bit. Kind of make an obvious sign for the rest of the group to kind of like, all right, get ready maybe.
Yeah.
Has, like, pulled the pack off of the shoulder and is like holding both straps in one hand. And has it set like with a thunk on the crate, but he's got it so he's ready to beat somebody over the head with it.
Incredible tension. Navos, are you doing anything in this preparatory moment?
As Duncan's going back and forth, I raised my hand up. How did he do, Neighborino? I don't know if I can go through with this. See, the issue is, how did the guards up front know that we were already checked? Like, what if we just, like, went around the sides?
Yeah, do you guys have pre-checked boarding passes or something?
Do I get a receipt? I need them to see that I have already been through. By the way, guy dude here, a very normal person. If we could just pass.
Yeah, I mean, look at him. He looks like a normal person.
They're not even paying any attention to you. They are very annoyed with Duncan right now. So there's a voice that calls out, Gentlemen, what seems to be the problem here? I heard voices getting a little heated. And
maybe a man who listened to our plight here. We're just weary travelers on our way to Calais. We're trying to get there before nightfall.
Well, of course, you can't be out here during nightfall. It's not safe out here.
A reasonable man. Yes, agreed. It's not very safe here at all. it just, we packed our camp up this morning. We've been walking our day. My feet are killing me. But, these gentlemen are trying to go through all of our stuff, and I'm trying to save them the heartache of looking at my various ointments and creams, if you know what I mean. I'm trying to save them.
Of course.
The
And he kind of
trouble.
like, he's doing the placating hands, kind of. This man he's dressed a little bit nicer than everyone else. His armor a little bit stronger looking. He's got with him. Wait a moment. I've lost everything. Oh no. Oh god, no. Well, that's gone. Cool. He's got a couple of daggers. He's got a nicer looking sword. Dark oiled hair, carefully styled, well-maintained mustache, Duncan. Rather impressive. Bit of a crooked grin to him. And probably like mid-30s, this guy. Who is closest to him? Let's see. Navos, you're close enough. You can smell some aftershave on him. This is a man who he doesn't live probably in riches, but he likes to keep himself well maintained, right? Please forgive my men here. They are not the most refined, shall we say.
I take no offense. I'm
so glad to
there
hear
was someone to just kind of let us go on, and I'm gonna kind of wave to my peoples. This fine
Sorry, so sorry for the
sorry.
miscommunication, my friend. Allow me to introduce myself.
Oh yes,
Captain
yes,
Legrune.
Duncan Dubois.
We'll
sorry,
go
you
to
first.
shake your hand.
Okay, and I'm gonna shake it, and I'm gonna kind
It
of.
is a very firm handshake.
And Duncan's gonna try to
and-
make his as firm as possible as well.
Got quite the grip on you, old man. So you
yes,
said you've been traveling.
Yeah, yes.
Fascinating. Anything? Any problems out on the road while you've been traveling?
Oh, you wouldn't believe it. About
We've heard quite the
15
stories
miles
today.
ago, I got the worst sores on my toes. Oof! Let me tell you what. Sit a spell. I'll tell you all about them.
Unfortunately, Mr. Dubois, was it?
Oh yes.
We do have regulations, right? And we can't keep this checkpoint bottled up for very long. So
Duncan
I am gonna need you
to make it very obvious that he's
to,
looking around and sees nobody else in line.
I am going to need you to help us help you.
I'm helping you. Helping you.
Of course. And number 3, Duncan, has moved up behind you and is waving the wand around you. Hey, boss, he's got some.
When he goes to like wave the wand, Brun just like takes that step and just grabs the wrist and just like doesn't lift him off the ground, but definitely has him just like by the arm and just is giving him a look.
And the captain there. Friend, I'm going to pretend you're not doing that. I suggest that you put my compatriot down. Attacking a
there's no
god
damn
from
misunderstanding.
Kahlo is it's not a good look, you see.
He was just protecting me and would probably set the sensor off, and I'm gonna pull out my my knight's pendant, kind of signifying that I am a paladin of Velos. It is blessed. It is consecrated. I get this thing oiled up pretty regularly, the power of Adar is with me and whatnot. It nothing to worry about. It more of a guiding omen.
So about this point, the captain there is going to give a little bit of a whistle. You see a couple of the people who are now surrounding you on the road have some of them have cuffs, some of them have weaponry. There's a variety of things going on around you right now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's probably where we'll end for the evening. Is with that little cliffhanger. Full attention. All right, friends. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Hopefully this has been a good time for you because I've been enjoying this.
Yeah.
That'll be where we end for the evening, and we will return on the road to Kahlo. We're almost there. We're so
on
close.
the road again.
On
Just
the road
can't wait
again.
to be on the road again.
Anybody have any stars or wishes or anything like that that they would like to declare before entering the city?
Gold star for the Navos man cannon.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
That was like, it was like, I don't have anything to throw.
Throw me.
And Navos, and it's like, all right, we're doing this. And yeah, no.
Wait a
Derek,
moment.
I can't throw it, I can throw you.
Yeah, Derek, A+ just being like, let's fucking go.
I'm ready. I think it's
I feel
it's
like every
gotten-
story has one of those.
yeah. Besides just travel, I think it's gotten a lot easier as we've gone on. I've been enjoying it.
Yeah.
I feel like things are a little smoother as we get more comfortable and familiar.
I agree.
I have a star for literally everybody. Star for Derek and Navos, just like taking out the tree, like shooting for the tree branch to drop the thing, going along with the throw, and like it just yet adding to the narrative, not just like teleporting into Brun's arms, like an incredible little bonus on top of that, because you could have teleported like up into the tree or whatever, or like, but like adding to that piece of the story was delightful. Evan, old man Duncan Dubois, like talking his way through a checkpoint in stitches, absolutely dying with just like
I can feel the TSA rage. So you're doing great.
I just want like, but that kind of just like a little bit of meander, a little bit of just like, I'm an old man doing old man things, and like it's a little played up because I feel like it's like, because that's not how Duncan is, but it's 100% believable as like this could have been Duncan.
I think deep down it is Duncan. Like he doesn't want to admit it, but he's just getting so old that he can't do this
I
anymore.
just can't do this shit anymore.
I think deep down it's just Evan.
Yeah, I'm so old I can't do this shit anymore.
And then star for Alexis for the monster. I don't know what the fuck their deal is, but
Like I put
having the-
shapeshifter, and then I was like, no, it can't be that. Astral
like,
projection of something.
shapeshifter, telepathic shapeshifter, showing us what we want, and like none of it's really concrete, but some of it's really concrete, and like chewing through the different pieces of it, and like what the fuck is
like,
this thing trying to do?
Like part of me obviously wants to get to Kylo as soon as possible, but the other part is like, what if we keep staying nights so we can see like what does it bring Navos? What does it bring Thane?
What's Santa
like,
gonna
what is
bring me
their
tonight?
connection?
I want
You know?
to see
Because we've met Fox, we've met Kevin, but who's significant enough to
For the other
Navos?
two,
Who's significant
exactly.
enough to Thane? Is
And
it
that's-
like Yurgasil, like a piece of Yurgasil or whatever, or one of the druids? Is it a piece of one of
Just
the?
drops one of Jurgensen's hands or something.
Yeah.
and that's also putting the screws a little bit to the rest of the party, and also a little bit to Alexis to keep the throwing shit at it until it sticks. But also just like the way the monster interacted, the way the creature like, is it part of the enemy? Is it part of the natural flora and fauna? Is it just is it because we saw the carnivorous cows, we saw the giant boar, and this is like the most intelligent thing we've seen on the road, and it is that like.
And what's the connection to us?
Yeah.
And it like it feels a little bit like Xenomorph. Like
Yeah.
Xenomorph meets Predator. Like it is clearly it feels like an other intelligence that we just don't quite fully understand. And so trying to think through how this thing is thinking from at least like Curtis's perspective and then Brun's perspective. Like you mentioned having a really cool stat block, and I can't wait to look at it and figure out like what the hell it does after we deal with it, because I love finding out what it can do.
Also, Gold Store for map. This map sounds
Also-
honestly super cool, and I'm very excited to explore it.
Yay.
Yeah,
Yes,
So-
also A+ map.
I do have 2 levels of map. There's this kind of broad, each hex is a day's travel. And then there's a version that is more detailed so that you guys can actually explore things and find resources and explore things in general. So I'm excited for that. But for now, is way past end time, and I do apologize for that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Go to bed, Yahoos.
Yeah, who's
Have a good night.